Hey, what's up, guys? We are here with Kairyu-Shin Control, or Umi Control, whatever you want to call it. This is a very fun deck. Um, didn't think I was going to have as much fun as I did with it at locals today. We're trying out a new camera today, too. It's the DJI Pocket 2. So let me know how that goes. Also, sorry I haven't been uploading in a while. Last thing we uploaded was the Crystal Beast structure deck. Or not the structure deck. The Conclave control deck. And I was going to take it to regionals. I did take it to regionals. I didn't update it at all because it was pretty much the same list. And we ended up drawing every single one of and brick in the deck every time. So, yeah, it was a fun day, but not for the matches. So yeah, that's why I didn't feel like uploading a follow-up video on that, but it went horribly. It's not the deck's fault. It's just for some reason I draw all the one-ofs in the deck. But anyways, this is Kairyu-Shin Control. It's very fun. It has a few bad matchups. I think like the Bestials are kind of a rough matchup because they can just put up bodies whenever they feel like it. But let's get straight on into this. First, we're going to start with our water one-ofs. We have the Maiden of the Aqua. I feel like we can cut this, honestly. It was kind of redundant to have an Umi on field as a normal summon. I feel like this can get cut. I know it's sacrilegious because this isn't like every list, but we'll see what happens. Also, we have Barrier Statue of the Torrent. This card's alright. I don't know if I'm going to keep it in the deck because it's kind of like kicking a dead horse. You're kind of already doing the job with Kairyu-Shin already on the field with this, so I don't know. This is your Megalo Smasher, so you can get it off of the fish sonar. It doesn't have to be Megalo Smasher. It could be any vanilla water monster. We have the Ice Jade Tremora to special summon from the hand a water monster by discarding it. It's pretty good. It's the only thing an Ice Jade card will ever be fucking good at, so... and then we have the one of Gamma Seal. You could search it off of Ice Barrier. You could also, I believe you can probably special summon this just to your side of the field with Ice Jade Tremora. Yeah. So that's cool. But that is our water one-ofs. Then we have our Warrior of Atlantis. This card's crazy. Just when they think they interrupt you on like some other shit, you just go pitch Warriors of Atlantis, grab a Legendary Ocean. So it's pretty cool. Oh, the other reason why I might cut Maiden of the Aqua, because it struggles with other field spell decks, which there are a lot of in this format, because it still has the old text where if another field spell is placed, like it pops itself. So it's weird. Next we got 3 Kairyu-Shin, the boss monster himself. This card is crazy. This card is a Floodgate and a Searcher if there's Umi on the field. Broken. It breaks boards just on summon. You can activate it under Skill Drain because it doesn't activate. It's just a condition that is applied on the field. You don't get your search, but you do send everything, which is hilarious. Like the best card, probably the best card ever printed. If this was for every attribute, like let's say every attribute had like a Kairyu-Shin card, oh my gosh, we'd be playing these over barrier statues. Next for our Umi stuff is the Electric Boogaloo himself, Electric Jellyfish. He's an Omni Negate, and it's a permanent 600 attack gain, which is pretty cool. Only when Umi's on the field. but he gets pretty big just by himself. He also searches, or not searches. He also sends an Umi from anywhere to special something from your hand. Usually you're specialing this. But yeah, he's pretty cool. Next we have our Umi one-ofs. We have Doomkragen. This card's a little weird. It's like a hand trap or like a on the field like Ghost Bell, but just for in the battle phase. He's a little awkward if you search him out. Like, it's better to draw him, but you can search him. Because, you need that element of surprise. But if not, he's just a body on the field, so it's pretty cool. Next, we're playing one Mega Fortress Whale. This card's amazing. You only need it at 1 because you could just search it when you're going for a big swing. Be careful, though, because it's an activated effect to make your monsters attack directly if you want them to. It's an activated effect, so they can respond to it. It's not just like you summon this and now they can all attack directly. You have to activate the effect. But he's pretty cool. He also can target a face-up monster and destroy it. And then if this card is destroyed, he floats into another water warrior from the deck. So he can go into your warrior. Oh no, he's not a warrior. Usually you would go into Skull Mariner, which is the a vanilla card, because it's a warrior and you can just search, an 18. I think it's 1850. But with Umi, he becomes 2150. No, he becomes 2050. I can't math. But yeah, we don't have that, so we're making do with what we got. Next we got Legendary Ocean. The reason why we play this deck is a Legendary Ocean. It makes everything work smoothly like a well-oiled machine. This has a very funny matchup against Sprite. It reduces all their water monsters, like if they're playing the Nimble package or the Toad package. It reduces their level by 1 in the hand and on the field, so they can't, go into their ranked plays. They can't, they can go into, what's it called, Elf, and I think they can go into the backpack, Sprint, but that's about it. Like, it kind of stops them, which is pretty cool. Next we have Fish Sonar. Fish Sonar is pretty cool. It's like your Rhoda, and then if Umi's on the field, you get to or you get to special a normal water monster from the deck. That's pretty cool. It's hard once per turn, so not as cool. We like our broken non-once per turns, but whatever. Sea Stealth 2. This card becomes Umi on the field, and they cannot target water monsters with non-water monster effects, which is crazy. I don't know how this applies if you have, like, Stealth Kraken on the field, because it doesn't say, like, non-original monster effects or non-current monster effects, because, like, this turns them all into water. So I don't know how that works under Kraken, but this is a very good card. You usually search this off of your Kairyu-Shin on the first turn, just so you can have, a little bit of grind game and just put up a body when they go into battle phase. Very cool. It gets destroyed during the end of the battle phase, but usually you can circumvent that by, playing with your Sea Stealth attack to after the battle phase, or not after the battle phase, during the battle phase when you summon the monster off of Sea Stealth 2, you can banish it off of Sea Stealth attack to the end phase, and it becomes a different card, so it won't be marked for destruction, which is pretty cool. This can also do other things. It turns your water monsters into Shadal constructs, where if they battle, they just pop it. And then also you can activate Umi from the hand or graveyard. So, like, let's say they thought they were clever and MST your Legendary Ocean so they can have more than just non-water monsters on the field. you could just flip C Stealth, activate it again, and then you clear their whole board, which is pretty cool. Next we have Kairyu-Shin's Dark Reef. I don't know about playing this at 2. I felt it was right to play it at 2, so we played it at 2. I didn't see it that often to make a difference, but when I did see it, it did make a big impact. Like, it was able to get me back into the game after I was really behind. Yeah, this card's nuts. I'd probably keep it at 2 for now and see, how, but, it was our first tournament with this, and we got second place. Like, second place with this deck. Yeah, I made this also the morning before. So, we got 2 Foolish Burial Goods. This goes for your Ice Barrier. This searches any level, what is it, level 5 or higher. So this searches Kairyu-Shin. This also searches Gamma Seal if you're going second and you have a problematic monster. If not, still Gamma Seal that hoe. You know you want to do it. Also, Mega Fortress Whale. You can grab all of these cards off of Ice Barrier. So really good. Where did I just play this? Oh. Okay. Next we have 3 Pot of Prosperity. I've seen some lists running just a Prosperities. I've seen some lists running just Extrav. I've seen some lists running Prosperity and 1 Extrav. I think just 3 Prosperity is good. You see enough of what you need on a regular basis, and you can kind of see everything in your deck if you want to. The Prosperity is just for like awkward hands, which sometimes come up, but rarely do. Like I don't think I bricked, and ever. The Prosperity was kind of just hey, let's see what else I can get. But yeah, if you can't afford Prosperity, Extrav is fine. Just run, triple copies of everything that's important. And I'll tell you what, what's everything that's important. So you can run Extrav. So, next we have the Fury of Kairyu-Shin with our Torrentials. I still think this is correct. I've seen a lot of people cutting this for different board breakers. I think this is correct. Like, you can protect your water monsters. The only thing this is like a neg for is Tearlaments, but we don't have Tearlaments at our locals. We did for a little bit, but I don't know where they went. But yeah, this is amazing in everything that's not Tearlaments. So I would suggest playing it, and then you decide these out when you're going against Tearlaments. You can instead run D-Shifter and like what is it? D-Shifter and D-Fusion or D-Fissure. Because you don't really care if your stuff is banished. The only thing you really care about is your Ice Barrier being banished. Because you want to banish that yourself. But other than that, like, you can pretty much play under that. Next for the main deck, we have 3 Evenly Matches. You can break boards, but you could also play Evenly Match going first and second. Because you can actually banish with C Stealth Attack. You can actually banish the monster that you had. And then activate Evenly Match. You'll still have 2 cards on the field, but it's better dealing with 2 things on the field than like everything on the field. So yeah, you can actually play Evenly Matches going first or second. It's amazing. I think it's the only deck that can do that. So onto the extra deck, we have Bahamut Shark, 2 Totally Awesomes. We have 2 Stealth Kraken, and we have 2 Stealth Kraken spawns. I played double of everything because it makes prosperating way easier when you can just, get rid of a shark, a toad, and 2 Krakens. And then you still have this to play with. It makes it really easy. Our other targets are like Just anything that you don't think will come up in the matchup. It's only 2 cards, so like, yeah. If you're running Xtrav, I suggest just like tripling up on all of these and Abyss Dweller, and that's it. Let's see, that'd be 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, yeah. So just triples of all of these would be like the important stuff if you're running Xtrav instead. But if you're not, this is fine. Baguska, just in case. I mean, Sprite, maybe. I don't know. Flu, maybe. This deck has a crazy matchup against Flu. You could beat it every time. Azus. I was kind of running out of ideas of what to put in the extra deck. Like, these are kind of flex spots. These could be your other 2 Prosby targets, or it could be like the Water Charmer, which we're playing. Mistar Boy, the aforementioned Water Charmer, the Marincess Coral Anemone, and the World Sea Dragon Zelantis. I will never banish this off of Prosby because I want to eventually make this. I haven't made it yet, but in theory it's good because you waterlock yourself with the Ice Barrier trap. So in theory it's good. It's like crazy, but I don't know. Next we have the side deck. Some things are changing out of the side deck. I don't think we need to be running as many traps and board breakers. Maybe we can do like some niche hand traps or something. I don't know. But this is a side deck for now. We're keeping this. This is for Runic. It's unaffected by spells. And it cannot be targeted for attacks. So they can't beat over it with their... what is it? The one Runic Fangs, the dog, one of the dogs. I don't remember which one, but yeah, you can just go like Legendary Fisherman, and then if they summon the dog and just sit on the dog, you can just summon your Fortress Whale, attack directly with this. Pretty cool. Dark Ruler no more. You can break boards, but why not break boards with free negates? So that's staying. Feather Duster. Good in theory. Never came up. Obviously, it's a 1-of, so probably not going to see it. Unless you're like me and you draw all your 1-ofs. Even at the regional. I'm crying. 3, Lightning Storm. Obviously, we want to clear boards. Why not clear them with Lightning Storm? If you can't find your Kairyu-Shin, just Lightning Storm the hoe. Dark Bribe. In theory, this is good. This is probably going to come out. I don't want my opponents having card advantage. But in theory, it's good, like, if they want to evenly match you, because this deck loses really bad to evenly match. So, like, theoretically, you can keep this and, like, 2 judgments, so you have basically 5 judgments, and you don't get evenly matched. But I feel like it's a little redundant. But if you don't see the judgments, like, you could keep it. So, I don't know. I'm very conflicted on this, but this is what I ran, and it worked. But it seemed redundant because I always drew Solemn, so. 2 Skill Drain. Ironically, because my siding patterns are very weird, I would side, like, one of these in if I didn't know what else to side in when I knew, like, a card would be really bad in the matchup. I would side one of these in, and I saw one of these every single time. And the cool thing is that Kairyu-Shin works under Skill Drain. Like, if you have Skill Drain face up and you summon Kairyu-Shin, it's a condition to send everything, so you could still break boards under Skill Drain. It's crazy. But yeah, that's the list. This deck is crazy fun. If you haven't tried it out, like, try it out. It's very cheap, minus, like, the prosperities exactly. But everything's pretty cheap. I think the only other expensive card is the I think the Atlantises are kind of expensive. I think they're like $5-7 copy, which are necessary. I think Maiden of the Aqua is expensive, but honestly, I don't think we should be running this card, to be honest. In theory, it's good, but it wastes a normal summon, so I don't know. That's the list. Let me know what you think down in the comments. A couple of announcements. We might be doing some Flesh and Blood content on, because I've been playing Flesh and Blood and it's actually very fun. I think if you're a Yu-Gi-Oh player, Flesh and Blood is a very cool game to get into with a very unique playstyle. So, keep an eye out for that. Other than that, I mean, second place with Kairyu-Shin Umi control, I mean, that's pretty good. Especially for making the deck the morning before, but yeah. That's the video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and keep an eye out for Flesh and Blood content and more Yu-Gi-Oh content. I got a new camera, so we're going to be recording a lot more. Alright, peace. Bye.